It's Doug Graham, and I am talking today about something that might just interest you for those who have an issue with this particular, what's the word, issue. Yes, that would be codependency. And what I want to tell you about and explain about is how I use the law of attraction to overcome my codependency in an instant. Not over years, not over months, not over a day, but in an instant. And here's what happened. Those of you that follow Abraham Hicks and the precepts of Abraham and know what law of attraction is, you will very much understand this. For those who don't, let me explain a little bit more about what this is. Law of attraction is about getting your mindset into a place of using your thoughts to bring about whatever you want in your life, because your thoughts lead to feelings. And if you can get yourself into a feeling state of what it is that you want, that will bring immediate results into your life. I created this video, which a lot of you have watched, which is how I manifested $3,000 in 3 days. And that video really seems to be a very popular one, so thank you for understanding that, and many of you are applying that with the same results, which is really very cool. So here's what happened. I was in a relationship that didn't last too long, but I found myself going once again into this habit of losing myself in the other person, about doing whatever the person wanted. Really losing my identity and my personality just so that I could get love, affection, so that I would make sure that this person did not leave me. So of course you know what happens in a scenario like that. It makes it worse. They back off, they feel assaulted energetically, and that's what I did. So I was the one who made this not happen because of my codependent patterns that appeared almost every single time. Stemming from my case, maybe from yours, the same way, from basic lack of self-worth, that I'm not good enough, that I don't deserve this person, so I'll do whatever I can to make sure that that person feels loved and needed, and I will give him everything. And because I'm such a giving person, the subtext of that is, how can I make sure that he never leaves, right? So here's what happened. There is a discussion group here in Palm Springs that studies and discusses the teachings of Abraham. And on this particular night, this is things that I've heard before, but as they say, when you're ready to hear it, then it really happens. This was that night. So, Abraham was talking about a scenario where basically you get into this feeling state of, to create what you want, you get into this feeling state, right? Starts talking about things about how much I love certain things, like I love my family, and I love my cats, and I love my life, and I love the feeling of money coming in, which is what I did with the law of attraction for achieving $3,000. And then it hit me so hard, I had to leave the meeting, go home and process this. And here's what happened that made me get rid of my codependency in an instant. When I realized the fact that most of these thoughts that I think to get me into the state of feeling for whatever I want, such as the love I've had for my cats, something wells up immediately. The love I have of the feeling of money coming in, something wells up immediately. I feel that. The love I have of when I'm on stage performing. So, here's what's going on there. You may have noticed that none of these things were around me right now. What happened was I felt the love for my little Dolce, my little kitty cat. It's the thought that created the feeling. You get that? that object, that thing, the money coming in, the being on stage, I'm not doing any of that now, but the thought is what created that. So then I thought, oh my God, oh my goddess, oh my creator, oh whatever, I am the one who creates my love. That even when I'm with somebody that I maybe so passionately love, that's an object, that's a thing, and even though they're there, I create that even when they're not there. And then I realized in an instant that I don't need anybody to create my love because I create it on my own. Even if it's the healthiest version of that love, or the most disdainful in terms of codependent version, I create that. I am the creator of my love. I don't need anybody to give that to me. Nobody can ever give that to me. I mean, they can give it to me, but there'll be times people will give me love and I won't accept it. But the bottom line is, I create it. So I don't need anybody to bring this to me. So all those CODA meetings that I went to, which I don't understand at all. I don't understand CODA. I'm sorry. This makes no sense to me. That's a whole nother discussion. But so now, mind you, when I say in an instant, maybe it'll creep in for a second, but then I completely recognize that, okay, hey, stop, thought, bye-bye, I don't need that because I create this, I create my love. So that's my message today. Maybe it touches something in you, maybe you find a way to overcome your own codependency. All I know is it happened to me simply by realizing that I create it all. I don't need anybody to give it to me. That is my law of attraction message of the day. And again, thank you for subscribing to my videos. I very much appreciate that. And please keep sending me questions and feedback. And I'd love to stay in touch with you and find out what you're about. So that's it for today. Gorgeous day in Palm Springs. It's the start of fall and it's 90-something degrees. You gotta love it. So on with the day. On with your day. On with your life.